Hello, welcome to Ascension Arcana Tarot. This is Christine with the weekly romance reading for the week of August 21st. This is a general collective reading, so as always, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you find it, there is probably a message here for you. Alright, God, what does this collective need to know for their romance journey this week? Awesome. We have the Page of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Wow, okay. That is like a huge message of communication for me. So both the Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands are messenger cards. The Page of Cups is like kind of an innocent, sweet energy, bringing like a sweet emotional message. The Two of Cups here is one of my favorite cards. I love it in this deck too. It's so beautiful. It's the card of like a divine couple or a divine union coming together. The rainbows feel really significant to me. We've been seeing so many rainbows these last couple of weeks where I live. That's really beautiful. Just like the alchemy of that, the just sort of love and joy like mixing together. It's really beautiful. And then the Eight of Wands is a big card of communication and movement. I just love like the lines around it on this card. I feel like there's a lot of really joyful energy, almost like a firework or like a burst. Yeah, this feels like an incoming message of romance. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. This feels like something that you've been waiting for like a really long time, or that has been like stalled out for a really long time. So the Seven of Pentacles is sort of this energy of like a farmer taking stock of his crop, and he's trying to decide if he wants to continue forward in the same direction or if he needs to change anything. And the Four of Pentacles can sometimes, like the energy that I'm getting from here is kind of like a stagnance. So someone who's maybe concerned about taking a risk or making a change, and is really holding on to like what's familiar or what she has earned. So she has like these Four Pentacles, and she's maybe afraid that more pentacles will not come to her. So she's kind of clutching onto them. So there's definitely a feeling here of like uncertainty, some hesitance, and yeah, like some fear or avoidance around change. That's an interesting energy. I'm curious. I'm going to pull more on that. So we have like this big kind of union energy and these two cards of like this really beautiful communication coming in love, but then there's this almost like feels like a stop or like a stutter or like a stalled energy with the Pentacles cards here. Tell me more. What else does this collective need to know, God? I don't know if it's going to come out of this deck or if we'll get it on the other side. Oh, there's another one. That's sweet. We got the Three of Cups and the Fool. Yeah, this feels like someone taking a leap. So this is interesting. All right, I'm going to explain it this way. I have no control over people's free will, right? What I do is basically just read the energies of the cards, which for me is like the energies that are present in the universe right now. What they're kind of bringing to you or guiding you towards or like supporting you with this week. So it wouldn't feel right for me to sit here and make like predictions about what someone's going to do or not do, right? I can speak about the energy that's here, but I can't speak about like what someone's going to do, right? But the energy that's here feels like a huge leap forward, and a coming together and someone kind of overcoming this like stopping, stuttering, hesitant energy. Yeah, the way that I read it is just like you would read a book, kind of the top left to the bottom right? That's kind of how the energy flows in the story for me. So this is speaking about this incoming like message from a lover or a message about love, and it just feels like it's flowing and it's moving. Like we have the wands flying through the air and like the water, the rainbow water like flowing, you know, from their fingers. There's like a lot of movement. And then all of a sudden we get to the pentacles and it's like, it's just like this stop, like hesitant, kind of scared, a place where someone's maybe not feeling grounded, a place where there's maybe some fear, like a fear of change, a fear of moving forward, like a fear of the unknown. But then when we get over here to the Three of Cups and the Fool, it's like the sweetest energy. Like I hope you guys can feel the sweetness like pouring off of these cards. It's so beautiful. I feel like even like the stars up here and then this kind of starry like sacred geometry design here, it's just making me think that this is like written in the stars. This is feeling like a destiny energy. Like there's something here that is so big that like this hesitance or this fear, it just gets like washed away. Like it doesn't even stand a chance, and it feels gentle. So it's not like a tower moment, right? Where your like foundation's getting rocked or something like that, but it feels like a surrender. And I'm feeling an energy of like fists kind of holding on to something, right? Like holding on to those pentacles, holding on to what feels stable and known and secure. And it's just like a breath out and kind of like letting it go and letting it flow. It feels awesome. So the Three of Cups is like a very sweet, loving friendship energy. It can also be an energy of like communication, of celebrating with a group of friends, having like happy times, happy reunions. It's like this really, really sweet, happy energy just radiating off of that card, and like how safe it feels and how sweet it feels. I just love it. And the Fool, look at her just surrendering. It's like exactly the energy that I'm talking about, right? Like she just is leaning back and she's about to like kind of sink backwards off of this cliff and basically just trust the universe to take care of her and catch her. The energy of surrender here is awesome. It feels like someone who has been maybe putting up some resistance, and the universe is just flowing like so much love in here and so much just like sweet movement that it just feels so good and safe and sweet and peaceful. It's just like it like washes away whatever resistance is left. It just is getting kind of swept away here in like a really, really beautiful way. The sweetness and like the gentleness and the love that's pouring through here, like honestly my eyes are watering right now because it's like so sweet, the energy of this message. So again, I cannot predict what a person will do, right? Like I'm not, that's not how this works. But I am reading the energy that the universe is sending me through the cards, and this is the energy that's coming in from the universe to help you. It's really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Surrendering to the sweetness. I love that. All right. What advice do you have for my viewers for their romance journey this week? Like so far, it just feels like it's a good week for you to enjoy being swept up in how wonderful this energy feels. Just being like surrendered and peaceful and coming from a place of like unconditional sweet love. It's like really beautiful. What advice do you have for my viewers for this week? All right. we have the Sun and the Four of Pentacles. It's interesting that the Four of Pentacles came back up again. So the message that I'm getting from the Sun card is that feeling of like when the sun comes, it's shining this brilliant light onto everything, right? And there's nowhere that anything can hide. And this Four of Pentacles feels like a sort of hiding energy, how he's like all hunched over with his arms across his chest like this. See if I can focus on him. There we go. Like I'm feeling this really closed off energy around his heart chakra area, which is like the opposite of the sun. I feel like there's a call here for you to just kind of metaphorically like uncross your arms. If this resonates at all, and you're in this collective, doing some heart chakra work might be very helpful for you. It's so easy to find videos on like YouTube, if that resonates, just around like doing a heart chakra meditation and kind of opening that. But I'm really feeling like this energy is so sweet. It's so sweet. If there's anywhere within you that you're sort of like crossing over your heart chakra, or defending your heart, or like kind of, I don't know, maybe even putting up like walls around your heart, the sun feels like the opposite energy of that, of really letting that light shine into your heart instead of kind of hiding those places behind crossed arms. Yeah. I feel like doing some work on your heart chakra and just really letting that light flow is important. I knew another one flipped out. That's funny. I missed it because it's so dark. It's the Three of Swords. I feel like we've gotten a similar message before. So if this resonates, this is this collective that I keep picking up on, where there's like some heartache or heartbreak from the past, some betrayal that I feel you've been working through. We've talked about this before in a few of my other recent readings, but just getting clear on like where you might be still kind of hanging on to that and sort of shielding your heart, or maybe have up like some walls, some fear, some hesitance, because of some past betrayal or some past heartache. I mean, man, any of us who have ever been in a relationship before probably have something to work on there. So you're certainly not alone. I definitely feel like this energy here that the universe is giving us in these cards is saying that it wants to shine like the light of like divine love into those spaces, right? And help you heal. It's really beautiful. Yeah. So in this deck, the Witch's Tarot, the Devil card is called the Shadow Side. And I feel like this is literally what I was just talking about. There's like, there's the devil figure back here, and these two are kind of hiding. But all I'm noticing is this light streaming in. And I just imagine the light like getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and sort of dispelling whatever is like dark or shadowy here. Yeah. I feel like the light is representing like that clarity, right? It's illumination. It's enlightenment. It's having that aha moment of like, wow, I'm still carrying a grudge here. Or like, I don't know, like so-and-so treated me like this, and I'm realizing that I internalized that, right? Or I believe these things that they said about me, or something like that. I feel like it's going to be an aha moment for you. There's like a lot of cards of betrayal coming out. The Five of Swords here too. This is interesting in this deck. I feel like what I'm being drawn to is the fact that these swords are all pointing at this dragonfly. So dragonflies for me are a symbol of transformation, like big time. They're also symbolic of moving from the water to the air. So in their lifespan, right, in their life cycle, they're kind of born in the water, and then as they grow, then they become like insects that fly in the air, right? So they kind of move from the water to the air. And in the tarot, that would represent moving from like the suit of the emotions to the suit of the intellect, which is the swords, it's the air. So it feels to me like getting clarity on this place where you were betrayed, and almost like taking, I don't know how to say this. I'm seeing like bathtub draining. It's kind of like taking the emotional energy or like the power out of the story that you're telling yourself around this betrayal. And really being able to just bring like logic and clarity there. I'm almost feeling this sun is like an Ace of Swords card. It's really like the clarity and the enlightenment feels very strong here. So if you're in this collective, this will definitely resonate. This is like a pretty consistent message here around feeling like this betrayal, this heartache. It feels like from something in the past that is still affecting you in your relationships and kind of causing you to have this like arms across your chest or like protecting your heart. But really letting the light come in and sort of like dispelling the shadows, dispelling the control or like the hold that this has on you. And really getting clarity here around like where it is that you're feeling betrayed. I feel like betrayal is like the feeling that keeps coming up. Like whoever is in this collective, you felt very betrayed by something that happened in a past relationship. And I don't even feel like this necessarily has to be a romantic relationship. I'm getting that this could be a friendship. It could be like a family relationship, like maybe something that happened with a sibling or a parent. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it does feel like whatever happened here is impacting your current romantic relationship in some way you might not even be aware of. My goodness, it's all the funky cards. We have the Five of Wands. So it's sort of like that card of like bickering within yourself, right? Like squabbling, bickering. It's kind of like petty fighting. And we've gotten that card quite a bit lately as well. Just feels like somewhere inside of yourself that you're kind of feeling like some clashy or conflicting energy. I feel like there could be an ego piece to this. So around this painful event that happened in the past, it feels like the way that it's sort of impacting you is that somebody caused you to basically doubt how awesome you are. That's like the best words that are coming to me. Like someone may have either directly or indirectly, these events have caused you to maybe feel like you're not good enough or you're not worthy, or that maybe that even that you deserve to be mistreated. I feel like for some of you, this might be a pretty heavy energy. It could have been like a past abusive relationship. I feel like for some of you, it's not as heavy as that. But that's okay. I think the energy resonates regardless of kind of how deep this wound goes for you. It's the same message. But kind of being able to, I guess, get clarity and recognize that like, if somebody else treated you poorly, right? That's like a statement about them and who they are and how they operate, and not a statement about you and what you deserve or like how you deserve to be treated. So I think that's kind of like the big message here, is that you don't none of us ever deserve to be treated badly by someone, but I think there's someone here who is taking that personally, maybe a way that they've been treated before in the past. Yeah. So I'm feeling the Five of Wands as kind of like this ego fighting of like, there's a part of you that knows that you didn't deserve to be treated that way, or that those things are not true about you, right? Like that you are worthy, you are wonderful, you are good enough. So it's kind of like a fighting between a part of your soul that realizes that you're wonderful and you're amazing and you're perfect, right? And you're human and you're learning, versus this sort of ego voice that has, it's almost like it's like wormed its way into your thoughts here, your feelings about yourself. I feel like the sun is really just getting that clarity and allowing like this light of joy to shine into you. Yeah, it feels like a surrender. So if you're in this collective and if this resonates at all, if this was me, I would just say to God, like, God, I choose to receive your light. You know, I choose for you to illuminate with your love, like all the places within me that I'm feeling disconnected from my divinity, from my divine self. That's all that this feels like. Just a place within you that needs some love. And this is super sweet. For our last row, we have the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands. So the Six of Cups is like, it's another one of those very, very sweet cards. It's like a card of nostalgia. It's a card of the past. Yeah, they're just really safe. They're safe and peaceful and having fun. And then the Four of Wands is a card of celebration. In the traditional tarot, it's a wedding. I'm not sure if it is in this one, but they're very obviously very happy and celebrating. This is the twin flame card. The posts make the number 1111, which is a twin flame number, which is like a very significant way to end this reading for me. This is beautiful. So I've spoken about twin flames before a little bit. It's the romantic connection that resonates for me. And the belief is that twin flames are meant to be together and have been together like basically for eternity. So the Six of Cups can represent like a person from the past coming back. And I feel like that's like the ultimate twin flame card is, that's your twin flame. Like it's the person who you were always meant to be with. So yeah, they've been your person in your past lifetimes, in your future lifetimes. So that kind of energy returning from the past feels really beautiful. And then just the celebration of that, the sweet, wonderful celebration, the twin flame wedding. It's really beautiful. It's feeling like if you're in this collective, this block here, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Devil, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Like this block, once you clear this and once this like wonderful energy flows through, it's like this river and it's taking you to here, to the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands. Just like this sweet reunion, this celebration, all of the love from over here just like flowing into those cards. It's so beautiful. So I feel like the universe is really wanting this collective to know that this is the block to work through. And what I said around this, that the sort of feeling of like betrayal or hurt from a past relationship that still kind of has a hold on you and is causing you to like have some walls up. But it also feels like, I feel like I've gotten a similar energy from this collective before, and it feels like you must have been doing a lot of work on this because the resistance here feels less. The block feels less. And I feel like that's represented by the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles cards here, because the energy that I was getting from them, like I said, it feels like these tight fists, and then just taking a deep breath and like exhaling and like releasing that resistance, releasing the fear. It's lovely. I really feel like the message here is let it flow. I'm feeling like these emotions flowing, this water flowing, the wands are flowing, and even like the sunlight is flowing. Just like I said with the Devil card, the light is like flowing into this space, right? And kind of bringing that illumination and that clarity and that warmth and that love. It's beautiful. So yeah, if you're in this collective, just finding where those misaligned thoughts are, right? Those places where you're not believing in yourself, or maybe believing something that somebody had once said to you that was unkind. And just making the decision to tell yourself, like, that's not true. I'm not going to believe that mean thing anymore, right? You don't have to take on somebody else's mean words or mean projections that they were putting on you, right? All right. Got a couple of romance angel cards. I love this energy. It's like, again, I can't say what somebody's going to do, but the energy that's here in the cards is very much supporting you doing a bit of healing and just this beautiful, like, I hope you guys can feel the energy here. This beautiful river of like this most gentle, sweet love coming in. It's awesome. It's awesome. We got, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. That's beautiful. I feel like that's exactly what you're doing, especially with this Four of Pentacles card, sort of like hiding your heart, right? Like there's a place where you're still like defending and protecting your heart. And this card is saying to open it, open your heart, and you're safe to do so. I'm so glad that that card came out. I'm really so strongly feeling that whoever's in this collective, again, if this resonates, maybe just try and find some heart chakra opening meditation or something on YouTube. I just feel that the sunlight like pouring in. It's so beautiful. It's safe for you to open your heart. One of my friends gave me this really beautiful meditation one time around kind of opening your heart chakra to your twin flame like a flower, and just sort of letting that flower blossom and blossom. I'll tag her in the comments or in my caption so that you guys can find her. I thought that was such a lovely vision, and that's what I'm feeling too. Like, it's safe to just let your heart blossom. I don't know if there are even any other cards here. This is such a lovely message. Do you have anything else to say? Okay. There's 3 of them that fell out. I feel like this might be helpful for you guys in terms of identifying. So we'll see. It says, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I feel like these might be pointing to what some of these blocks might be. So maybe some inspiration. So it could have been something around religious factors. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So maybe a place in a past relationship where finances have been a concern. And then release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Yes, 1,000,000%. That is so beautiful. Yeah, it feels like it's time to let the light in. It's time to let that sunlight in, and just like that warmth, right? That like loving, warm light to fill you up, and help you shine some light and find some clarity around where you're holding on to kind of these like hurt spaces. It's really beautiful. Thank you for listening and joining me here. I feel like that feels really complete. So please feel free to like, share, subscribe, as that helps me grow my channel. And I hope to see you guys in my next reading. Bye.